Now we got better information. Now we got more mentors, and guys are saying, no, we're not doing that no more.
I just think regarding that, I think that men are realizing they don't need to get married to get everything that they want. That's the
we never did.
That's part of it too.
Men don't really need to get married to get everything that they want, because women are going to give it to them without getting married. So I think that's really true. What it is. No, that's
not true.
You just advocated for men not to get married.
I advocated for men not to get married based off of these laws that y'all advocate against. Absolutely
true, the laws, but these women nowadays, Anton, these women are doing everything that they can to men without the ring. Right? You even talked about it. Women are having sex. Women are doing this. Women are doing that. They're doing that already. So what's the point of getting married?
Women have always done that since the beginning of time, but it's supposed to be a woman's nature to want to get married. That's supposed to be what y'all want to do. Y'all don't want to do that no more.
I've heard men
y'all want partners. Y'all don't even want husbands no more. Y'all want situationships. Y'all want partners. It's a bad thing at women. Listen, women that was born from like 1970 through like 2000. It's like a bad batch of women.
What?
It's a 30-year window of women. I'm telling you, bro, it's a 30-year window of women. That was just a bad batch. Like if you
no, it's gonna get worse.
If you chopping it down, right? If you stomping on it, for those of y'all know, if you stomping on the work in order to, you know what I'm saying, but you still want it to be potent, but then you get a bad batch, they still sent that batch out, right? And so that batch had a bad batch of fentanyl, horse tranquilizer.
Not fentanyl.
And they had that batch had a bad batch of horse tranquilizer, and it's killing people off.
You think this batch of women are horrible? It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse.
If you put all the stats in context, it still points to women all around the board. Even with the kids thing, you'll go straight to the CDC. Black men are the most involved with their kids. Everything's gonna point back to women. I don't know the dating app stats. I'm pretty sure Anton probably knows. But the least desirable on there, y'all tell me what it is, and it points back to who I'm thinking pretty much. So I
don't think black men are the most involved, because a lot of women have custody of their kids because of the laws. So I don't think
a lot of women, period, right? And they're saying the black men are the ones that have to deal with the most. They're the ones that deal with the most.
But you can still be very involved.
Actively in their lives, not just giving money.
We're still one of the most coveted groups of people on the face of this earth.
They're still looking for us every day.
We always will be. The question that you got to ask yourself is, why are we not choosing who we decide to choose?
Bingo.
Because y'all love hoes.
It's not true. It's not true. Why are we not choosing? Why are we not choosing the ones that look like us?
Because they would rather deal with something else that's more easy to deal with.
Nope.
They don't want they don't want to deal with somebody that's like their mama.
Nope, because listen, I love being married. I love what it is that I built. I love what's happening. If God forbid anything was to ever happen between us, there's no way in hell. I mean, hell would have to freeze over 3 times before you could ever convince me to ever get married to any of these hoes out here.
You don't need to get married.
Right. But
you already have your lineage. You already have your child.
But my point is that it's a lot of guys that's in a position that I'm in, and they not already married, and they would like to get married, and they deathly afraid of it, or they choosing not to as a result of it, because they know what the results could be on the back end of that.
So do you think that when it comes
and I don't blame them, because I wouldn't do it any different if I was in a position. I wouldn't do it any different if I wasn't married outside of what it is that I built already.
Yeah, but do you think that, okay, so with these type of men that want to get married, do you think that they should build a family before getting married, build a family without getting married? You think that they should have kids, continue their lineage without getting married?
I don't think that they should. I don't think that they should have kids.
You don't think they should have kids?
No.
I mean, I do think less people need to have
If you
kids.
don't trust the person that you lay next to, why would you have a kid with them? It's gonna be the worst decision that ever happened.
I agree.
If you can't trust her to lay next to her, then you shouldn't. Listen, having kids with her is 10 times worse than getting married to her. All across the board. Why would I advocate for you to have kids with a woman that I wouldn't advocate for you to marry?
Yeah.
That would be crazy, right? So, no, I don't think that you should have kids just for the sake of having kids. I think that you should only have kids with somebody that you absolutely positively feel like you can trust. And when you look at these batch of women out here, it's hard. It's very, very hard to parse through and say, have a kid by a chick that's already, tainted.
I mean,
look at Quentin. He want to do it. He want to jump off the bridge for all of y'all. Go ahead, Quentin.
I mean,
I think I've
Go ahead.
No, I want to get. I want to get married, but I'll be trying to, and ain't.
I want to get married, and I'm not want to get married.
Truth want to get married. Anybody else? Look at Royce. He thinking about it. He want to make the wrong choice. Look at him. Royce, you want to get married?
That goes with your article, Quentin.
I can't hear you, Royce. I'm sorry.
I'm opposed to getting married at all.
You said what now?
So I'm not opposed to getting married at all. Yeah.
So is that a yes or a no, sir?
Right one. I'm not, like I said, I'm not jumping to get married, but if the right one, yeah, I'll get married.
There you go, Q. Hey, Dale, would you get married?
Yeah, definitely. I'm married right now.
See what I'm saying, Q?
Hey, shout out to you. So I think that women.
You got a 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, I hear them.
You got a 4 for 4 of Quentin through Truth. If you go in an L, a reverse L, you got a 4 for 4. So now you can't say that guys aren't actually looking for it or they're not interested in it. You can't say that.
I never said
the question that you have to ask yourself is, why aren't women qualifying themselves to get married to the men that want to get married?
I think we have the same sentiment regarding men. Go ahead, Desmond. I saw you talking.
It might be intimidation or they just want to have fun. I don't trust issues, a lot of things. It's complex to them. I don't know.
Man, y'all asking us, this what y'all doing for real. Y'all asking us to go to a car lot, and then there's cars out there. I know y'all women don't like the car analogies, but y'all want us to take rental cars. And
nowadays, you're not going to find a virgin. I'm sorry. Well, it's going to be.
I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that been ran up mind-wise with trauma. She could be a virgin. What about all of the trauma she done had to deal with in this new age? It's all kind of craziness out here.
I agree.
Even like my profession, if you see some of these women houses, like I'm in maintenance. I'm the man that all the women say they don't need. For real. So when I go in to fix something that they didn't want to even say was broke, which is a problem in itself, these houses men's houses are way more cleaner than women's.
Oh yeah, men are definitely
like women when it comes to certain stuff as far as cohabitating. When we talk about getting to marriage, let alone dating, men are getting the bad end of the stick because of the women. I'm with Anton. It ain't the men that are the black men that are the hardest to date. It's the ones we are loyal to that make it look like that. And it ain't trying to dog nobody. We all want to get married. We all think highly of women, but it's just what's out here.
Speak for yourself. I don't think highly of women.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, you do.
I used to think. Let me speak to the women's soul right now, and this is my honest to God perspective. No joking, Quentin. This is 100% true. Listen, I used to think that I used to have so much love for y'all. I genuinely did. Like, I used to have so much affinity for y'all. And it's largely because it's the opposite of what women say when they say who hurt you. I grew up in a loving environment. I grew up in an environment with my mom and, all of that, right? So I come from an environment where my father held it down. I mean, my father was one of the, honestly, and I know a lot of guys feel like this about their dads. But my father, in my opinion, was one of the greatest men of all time. He never cheated. And I was his best friend. Honest to God, across my heart, like honest to God, he never ever broke his vow. He never ever cheated. He was always on top of his game. He always held it down for his sons. He always held it down for his family. He always held it down for his church. And so he was very much the definition of almost, I mean, for me to look up to somebody as a perfect example, he was the perfect example. And so I started to do my life after what it is that he modeled his life after. So, because I wanted to be the man that I wanted my daughter to marry, right? The same way that he was the man that he wanted his sons to grow up like. And the lesson that he taught me as I was growing up was, yo, Anton, don't ever, under any circumstances, pedestalize a woman or put them before your purpose.